Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's move Seek and Destroy 3. Oh no. Sometimes, when we get excited about an engineering problem, we can lose perspective, and we forget what's actually important. Yes, our last assignment was engineered very cleverly, but we still deleted all our data. Yes, let's not worry about who told who to do what. The important thing is that we need to show a little restraint. Please delete one. Only one data cube. It must be the smallest one in the room. Let's all work together to do as little as possible. Okay, so we have this person here. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna be our swapping point, I think. So what we can do is have everybody go to the top and then just conga line down to this guy. And if and they'll just do a comparison over and over again. And the way that'll work is if to our bottom is a worker and my item is greater than this is interesting to me. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. For now, what we're going to do is we're just going to have everyone just walk. So what... yeah. What we're going to do is have everyone just walk up and get the smallest thing in their line. And we'll just have a loop where they can just keep going down and just drop the data cube when they need to do their swapping. So, without any further ado, let's just step up twice, or let's just do nearest data cube pickup from mem1. So that gets everyone to this tile. And then we do step up. Oh, hold on. If to our above, we don't need to do what I've been doing this whole time. We can, at least on this one, we know that, oh. Okay, never mind. I was gonna be very clever, but what I was thinking was that if we're always standing on an empty tile, then we only need to check the tile above us and then put it down. But that's actually not true, because that's only true if it's already sorted for us in reverse order. So that's definitely not going to be the case. Alright, what we're going to do is if we're standing on a data cube, or rather, if above us is a wall, then we're going to jump out of our everything. Otherwise, this is going to be part of our loop here. So this is set up. And this is going to be, get small boy. And what we're going to do is we're just going to keep stepping up. We make our comparison. Otherwise, we will then do a check of if my item is greater than what I'm standing on, then we have another loop where we step down until we find an empty. And we'll need to do a set of where we are. We do a step down until we find the nearest empty tile. If we're standing on a nothing, then we drop our data cube. We will step to where we left off on mem 2, because mem 1 Oh, we can actually just replace mem1 already. So we'll set that to that. And we don't need to save mem1 beyond the very beginning of our setup there. So, drop, step to mem1, and pick up from there. And we're just going to loop infinitely, doing this step down. Once we've done our pickup, we will then jump back to this point where we do our stepping up until we get to the wall. So I'm going to run this program, and if everyone ends here with the smallest tile in the row, then we can resume our logic from there. If below us is equal to a shredder, then we want to not move, which is very interesting to me. So we also need code for Shred Boy. Which is, if we're standing above a shredder, then we're just gonna, for now, we're just gonna keep looping that check over and over again. So this guy never leaves his post. He left his post. Right. Because he's doing this command to get the nearest data cube. So for now, we're gonna also put this at the very beginning of the program. It ain't great, but it works. And they need to do that. So they just sit there idling for now. What I'm focusing on is getting everybody through here with the smallest item in their list. And taking a quick stock, we have the smallest item in the list, and everyone's at the top here. So, we now have everyone at the wall. We're then going to conga line to the left until we hit a wall. If to the left is equal to a nothing, or is not equal to wall, then we step to the left. And we're just going to keep doing that until, let's see. So basically when we get to here, we want to then step down and start swapping with this person. But what do we do to make that happen? We'll just keep doing this loop over and over again. There's actually an easier way of doing this. So that's, if to our left is equal to a wall, then we jump out of it. No. This is what I need to do. There we go. So we take steps left until we're at the wall. If I run this, we should now have everyone over to their left. They're now doing a bunch of random swapping, but that's fine. The point is that we eventually got everyone to hang out by the wall. So now, we will then take a loop where we just keep stepping down. So, we step down until my item. So this guy, Shred Boy, is very interesting. We'll come back to them in a second. But what we want to do is we want to step down, and if to my if beneath me is a worker and my item is greater than theirs, then we'll do give to that guy. So we want it to be the case that he ends up holding the smallest item. Then when we've done our give to, we're going to jump out of this, and we're just going to step to the right infinitely. So ideally what happens is everyone goes up, they talk to the wall, they come down here, they give their item to this guy in the smallest order. But if he's holding something, then that won't work. So this is super duper interesting to me. Give to won't work. We'll need to actually have the workers swap positions. That's going to be a little bit interesting to me. Let's see what happens. So they're going up there. 31 gives to that guy. Oh, no, they don't actually give to that guy. Huh. Why isn't this command ever being met? Let me see what happens again. So I'm now observing them. The person on the bottom here. I want to see what happens in this loop specifically, because they didn't do what I expected them to do. They never broke out of that loop. Oh, because I don't think that this condition of if my item is greater than nothing, it works. So, if my item is greater than them, or below me is not equal to a data cube, then we do the give to. Oh. So I needed to put these in parentheses, basically. Huh. Alright, and that still doesn't actually perform the swapping, it's just doing a give to. So, let's actually fix that now. If below me is not equal to a worker, then we just keep doing the step down. Otherwise, we are now facing this guy. We're now facing this worker. If my item is less than the item below me, then we want to step into their place. And then we want to jump to the Shred Boy code. Which is interesting. If we have a shredder beneath us, then what we're going to do is we're just going to keep looping through this code, which is if my item is greater than the one above me, then I want to step up. And if above me is a worker. So now we should see it. We should have these people swapping positions. I hope to God this works. Let's find out. Okay, so 23 is coming down. This is the critical moment here. Did Shred Boy work? Nope. Shred Boy doesn't have an item, so he's not picking up anything. So if my item is equal to that, and we have a worker, how about if I don't have a... If my item is not equal to a data cube, and... Okay, the condition is if above me there is a worker as Shred Boy, then if my item is greater than theirs, or if my item is not equal to a data cube, then we'll swap with them. So now the condition is, if I don't have anything at all, then I just gotta get out of the line. Once I've done that, I'm no longer Shred Boy. So what I should do is I should be a get out the way boy, which is I come down here, all the way down here, and then this code is just step to the right a bunch in a loop. So once you become if you lose your Shred Boy status, you always step to the right. Let's see what happens. They're stepping to the left. These people fucked up. I will figure that out in the future. These people fucked up. Oh boy. 32 lines of code, and this is getting really, really complicated. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What I can do is, as a hack, I can just step down infinitely until I'm not stepping on a shredder. If below me is equal to shredder is not equal to a shredder, then we just keep doing this. That's silly, but that way we actually are forced to do the swapping in the end. Let's see, 24 comes down. These two don't swap, so it's fucked up. Ah, come on. Okay. The other thing I can do is, if it were possible, I would have everyone just sort up here. Am I required to use Shred Boy? I don't think so. So what I could do is I could have this guy It's possible to solve this without picking up any other cubes than the smallest one? Wow. Well, that's really interesting to me. I wonder if you can do that with memory. Which is just have everyone walk through. Oh, hold on. If I have everyone walk through, they can remember their biggest number. And then, what can I do about this? Is it possible for me to set it to somebody else's memory? I'm wondering if I can just have everyone step through their lines, picking up the smallest one that they've seen, which is, oh, okay, that actually makes sense. We just have everyone get step up twice, remember their current one, and then just keep stepping up and pick up the smallest one. You set one to a tile and then compare it to other tiles no need to pick up. Yep, I now see that. My code is nonsense. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna reset the whole puzzle because everything about what I made is nonsense. So we're gonna step up twice. Or rather, we can just step up. And is it possible to set above me Mem1 as the smallest? So now we just step up until we're at a wall. And what we're going to keep on doing is if Mem1 is greater than what I'm stepping on, then Mem1 is equal to what I'm stepping on. Once we're at a... Once we're at a wall, then we stop doing this. What we'll do is we'll do nearest, or rather, we'll pick up mem1 because it remembers the value and the tile. Haha, that's cool. Okay, so these people are gonna do that, and I forgot to have a loop. Okay. So we've set that to be the smallest one. If I just look at this person, they're still remembering 2. They're remembering 2. They're remembering 1. They're remembering 7. This is working just as intended so far. So everyone makes it to that, and then they go pick up their smallest one. And then what I need to do is... So everyone's picked up their smallest one. But how do I make it? So everyone picks up the smallest one in their row. So that's great. But I still have this problem with Shred Boy. My code is significantly faster and significantly quicker. So what I can do is have everyone drop it and have somebody go through and do the same thing where they loop through this code, or this row on the top, and check all of the tiles. Yeah, just check them all. And Shred Boy can have his own routine where he just kind of loops up through here. He'll take twice as long to walk through everything. Then we know for a fact, if he takes twice as long to walk through everything, then we know for a fact that in the worst case scenario, he'll be here at the exact same time everyone's come along and dropped all their stuff. So what we'll do is, if we're at a wall, then we'll set mem2 to be my current position. We go pick it up, and then we step back to mem2. We drop, and then we take a step down. So what's going to happen is everyone's going to leave their smallest tile in a row at the top. Meanwhile, this guy's going to just do whatever. They're going to leave their smallest tile at a row at the top, and then I want them to end. Shit. Why didn't that work? What did I change? What did I change that didn't work here? So everyone goes to pick up mem1, and they step to mem2. So they all went and they picked up their smallest thing, and then they can't step to nothing. Right, because they can't step to a tile without anything on it, because that's null. Crap. Okay. So what I can do instead is have everyone go through the step-up loop again. So we go to pick up the mem1. We then will do up steps until we're at a wall. We do the drop, step down, end. Otherwise, we just keep doing step up. And I can make this code a little bit cleaner by just saying if we're not, like, just reversing it, but this is, like, really, really straightforward. Okay, so they kind of talked over what I was attempting to do there, so we didn't actually see it in action. But as you can see, everyone has now stepped down, and they're out of the way of Wallboy. Okay. So, now, what we'll do is if we're in top of a shredder, then what we do is very different, which is we take a step to the right, a step up, and a step to the left. And we just keep doing that until we're at a wall above us. Once done, then we do a different routine entirely. So if above us is not equal to a wall, then we jump to here. So that'll get Shred Boy up to there, and that'll have cleared out the lane so he's able to just walk straight through everybody. Let's see that in action. Perfect. That, yep, okay, so this didn't work out the way I thought it would at all. That's a shame. I thought that by doing this sort of snaky pattern, he would have to be slower than everybody else, but he wasn't. Because everyone else has such complicated directions that this is too fast. So what I can do is I can have this guy just waste a shit ton of time. So I can have him just do like a step to the right and a step to the left, and then a step to the right, and then a step to the left, and then a step to the right, and then a step up, and then a step to the left. Which is a really, really, really dumb idea. But this might mean that he's slow enough to stay out of the way. Okay, so as soon as we have a wall, then what we're doing as Shred Boy is we step to the right twice. And we do, so he goes there. We set that to be the tile that we're standing on. And we're going to do another routine of getting the smallest tile in a row. So, we'll just do a routine where we step to the right. And if we're standing on, if mem1 is greater than what we're standing on, then set mem1 to what we're standing on. And if what is this monstrosity of a game? This is multi-threaded programming, the video game. If we're on a nothing, then we will end for now. Well, okay, if we're on a nothing, then we pick up from mem1, and then we should also have nearest of mem4 is equal to the nearest shredder. And then we'll give to mem4. And last but not least, I need to have a jump so that we keep taking steps to the right. This is nonsense. Everyone's picked up their items, they've put them down, that guy's gone through, looked at everything. They picked up 7 and they shredded it. Holy shit! I didn't do that bad! That's nuts! That was nuts! Alright. Alright. Good God, that was nuts.